tonight's matchup. It's the visiting Mighty Ducks of Anaheim against our hometown.
I think we're good. Just waiting for Twitch to refresh, so I know that we're good. And I can show off this box. I have my nice, crispy Breakaway 98 box.
Crispy?
Crispy.
It's crispy.
Yeah. It's nice, and most people say minty, I say crispy. Crispy box featuring surprised Keith Tkachuk in his Coyotes uniform, captaincy, of course. Thanks. Awesome. We're good to go. Finally. Yeah, we're back now with the next episode of the N64 quest. I really wanted to get started on this because I was assuming I'm going to enjoy this more. I mean, I've played this game before a little bit, so going to get started on it so that I can start playing it much like I did with NBA In the Zone. And then In the Zone turned out to be just a bunch of boringness, like, oh my god. But, because I have the original box with this, it's a nice box. They could have used a better picture of Keith Tkachuk on it, honestly, because he looks very caught by surprise. It's like when you look at a bunch of posters of, like, basketball players, like the Jordan with his tongue hanging out and stuff like that. But, not quite as good as that. So as with most sports games that, oh yeah. I have to check the controller pack first. Fix that real quick. You know what? Anyone who doesn't know, hold start while you start a game with, yeah, I don't care about that. Anytime you're trying to get to the controller pack menu, some games bring it up. Anytime I need to use them, in the past I've usually used All-Star Baseball 2001 because it's a very good menu with all the options right out in front of you. But pretty much anything that uses it, hold start as the game is... Hold start on the number one controller as the game is coming up, and you'll be able to see the controller pack menu as it comes up. So, unfortunately, from what I could tell with this game and looking at the manual and stuff, there's no fantasy draft to be had here, which is fine. You know what? I actually want to check this out, the controller thing. Yeah, this is one of those weird things. I'd like to put this turbo, and then they're gonna make that be the way. Fine. All right. Yeah, that should be fine. Because I really only need switch, pass, turbo, and shoot. That's mostly what you need. But it is weird to still have these games where you didn't use the same button to switch your player on defense as you did to pass on offense. I don't know what it was to like get to that point where you had to overtake that. And I have to go back up. I have to actually move the cursor up to season mode. So I am not going to be the Bruins in this one. I'm actually going to be a little bit cheap with it and take the Avalanche because they've got all the people that I want to use. Forsberg, Sakic, Deadmarsh, Ozolinsh, Foot, Roy.
There's someone named Foot on there?
Adam Foote. F-O-O-T.
I was gonna say, is it T-E?
Breakaway bonus points. What the fuck does that mean? And I wanted to, 25 games. Series length... 1. Yeah, just 1. 5 minutes. and this is old school. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, we'll play with the old school point system where you can have ties. Yeah, that's fine. Auto fatigue will be on, so we can have line changes because this is a sim after all. No offsides. If anybody ever brings up offsides in a hockey game before like the PS2 era, you should really play with offsides off. Because the whole thing with AI is, I don't know what it is. Just, yeah, I want faster at the very least for play speed. Alright, cool. That should be good. Like, just for an example, play NHL 94 and turn offsides on and actually try and, like, deal with your AI teammates. And try and get to avoid committing an offsides. You will get, like, inevitably, like, within the first period, you're gonna get pissed at them because they just don't seem to understand the whole offsides thing. Like, oh, I'm trying to take the puck in the zone. It just doesn't work. It's so much easier to play these older games without offsides on because you're not really intentionally, fucking with everything, trying to, I don't know how to put it. You're not really trying to gain an unfair advantage by not having offsides on. You're just trying to make the game actually play at a reasonable rate instead of stopping every 2 minutes because there's offsides call. Oh, and this is gonna. The one thing that's really gonna take some getting used to is that using C down, or no, I changed it from C down. It's R. Using R to switch players, because I know I did that in all the Gretzky games, but that's because they play like an NBA Jam style, so you're basically not supposed to switch players as much. But this is, five-a-side hockey. This is real, legitimate simulation hockey, and I want to be able to swap to the nearest guy whenever I need it. And that's me putting on the Jets. This game actually probably plays decently fast in the default setting of game speed, because this is actually zipping right by. All the players are really moving. That's interesting. That's not what I expected at all. I expected this to move very, very slowly. Like the whole problem, I'll go back somewhat recently to playing in the zone, and there's no like speed setting. There's no like gameplay tuner. Fuck, how do you clear over the net like that, dude? There's no fine tuning the gameplay to move faster or to be a little bit more smooth in the zone. This game, it really is just a speed normal faster fastest, but I expected kind of the same level of it. If you ever play any of Acclaim's baseball games, you'll notice that not every baseball game, but baseball moves fairly slowly. So if you're looking for the most straight up sim on the N64, the All-Star Baseball games have you covered, but they move that slowly. So I kind of expected the same thing from Acclaim on even on hockey, that would not move all that quickly. I mean, it happens all the time, even in newer games. Say you fire up NHL 08. I know this happened with me because I use that to test stuff sometimes. NHL, yeah, there we go, Joe Sakic, my man. NHL 08, even if you go into it with the default settings like I have many times at this point, it is really, really slowed down. Like, it's a sim level slowed down. It's kind of appropriate, but you really do gotta dial it up a few clicks, Oh my god. That's gonna drive me crazy. Apparently you just have to really just sit there and wait for the puck to drop. You can't click the A button a bunch of times waiting for it like in every other hockey game I've ever played. Like that little notification as if I didn't hear it. Like, that's not the worst sound in the world. Yeah, get in there. What? Oh, what? What happened? Fuck. Oof. There's some fucking brutal sound effects going on there. All one after the other is what really got me. This is like a fist fight. No, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like NFL Blitz, like those late hits. In NFL Blitz, just a bunch of those at one after the other. It's nice to have those sounds though sometimes because, oh shit, ow! Did Patrick Waugh just punch him in the face? I mean, it's about what I expect from Patrick Waugh. I just wanted to know because it's what it sounded like. Jesus. That's good stuff. All right, so yeah, I pretty much for the season mode thing, I do go with whatever the shortest length of season mode is available, which in this case is the normal play every team once. So you do 25 games and then playoffs. So that won't be so bad. I want to say at this point I feel like I could realistically do all of them, but you know, that remains to be seen. I might skip a little. At this point, I can probably ballpark it and say I'll probably skip a couple in the middle to keep things moving if I think that I don't have enough chances to actually play this and get it done by a reasonable amount, like next week or so. But at the same time, I've kind of moved really quickly otherwise, so it's not like I feel like I'm falling behind. Oof. Yeah, so we got all the guys I know on this team. Yuri Krupp. Valery Kamensky's still on this team. Oh, right in the slot. That was a good shot. Surprised couldn't put that. This is when Yuri Curry was on the team. Wow. That goalie was getting mugged, wasn't he? That didn't seem right. I'll be honest. I don't know if I want that goal. Let's see the replay. No automatic replays? Now let's see that. Okay. Oh, control stick? That's weird. What? Seriously? I missed my chance? Fine. It's a shitty replay system. Fucking bone crunching right there. Get out of here! No. Get up there. Get that. Sandis Ojelynch, yeah. Kamensky. Oh! Ooh, who's spearing? Oh, it's Smolinski again. God damn it, that's 2 penalties on him. You know, you'd think if he'd already been sent to the box once in this game, and then he gets called for spearing, you'd think that's enough to toss him from a game. Spearing's always taken really, really seriously. Even in the 90s, I feel like it was taken super seriously. It wasn't that long ago. Seems appropriate. Oof. What the fuck? Can we get that? Yeah, there we go. Pass it up to Yui. Daddy! Get the shot off, for God's sake. There we go! Wow, everyone's just like dancing around a bunch. So yeah, I had, understandably, I had a lot of open ice to work with on that one. Everyone, like, I expected them to be playing a more consistent defensive positioning, but like, damn, ow, that looked painful. I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to put you into that. All right. Yeah, I actually think I have to dial back the speed setting on this because that looked really a little bit too fast, right? I don't think it's unreasonable to say that it's moving too fast. Oh, Oh, fuck you guys. Yeah, I'm going to take a 5-on-3 right now. That was absolutely called for. Jesus. Just mugging my guys. They're getting pissed with this 3-0 deficit. Fuck. One of these buttons, I was literally looking right at it and being like, if I really want to skate backwards, which one would it be worth it to do that? Yeah, that one. Ow! These hits are fucking brutal. Jeez. That's the icon passing thing. I must have tapped Z by accident. Hard enough. There we go. Good rebound. Some of these look hella messy though, don't they? I think the second one and that one right there, the second goal I scored, and that one definitely looked like, how did I actually put that in there? Yeah, coming back on the faceoffs too. I don't like not winning faceoffs because I feel like, you ever feel like if you're playing any hockey game, really any hockey sim, I get this feeling like that how good you do on faceoffs is a little bit of a barometer into how well you understand the game altogether. Because that means you're in sync with the timing that it wants you to have and everything. I think it's reasonable to look at it that way. So when if I get a new EA hockey game, that was too easy. I feel like, wow. Like I left it on normal difficulty. That's why I don't want to say, oh, I left it too easy. I do think it could be slowed down a bit. It's just weird. I feel like I would never say that. But like, say I get the newest EA NHL game. Not only do you have to learn, jeez, all right. I don't think I'm really gonna be in control of Patrick while he does this. So, it's great job, buddy. Great job, Ziggy. You have to learn whatever method they do, where they do like the swing thing. You push it to the side, and then you swing back when the puck drops. It's one thing to have to learn that. But it's also just a timing thing in general to make sure that you're really in sync with the game the way it wants you to be. So it takes you at least a couple games, I usually think, to tap into that. So I mean, even with the older games though, just the fact is that you have to have the right timing to press the button to go for it. And of course, the other thing being in NHL hits and stuff, it has the rock paper scissors style. Whereas the 3, I usually basically I tap all 3 of them as fast as I can in NHL hits, and then hope that, because basically I don't want them to allow me to choreograph it, even if it's the AI. I feel like you get a little bit of a luck of the draw on it. Oh, was that broken glass? Are we not going to blow the whistle right now? Wow. Let's pan up ice for a second here. Is there a missing pane of glass in the corner? I don't know. I heard it. I think everyone heard it. That was a thing. I remember that being a thing starting around the late 90s EA games. It would happen kind of regularly. And it would be kind of fun for a while. I remember when I was a kid that would happen in the middle of an NHL 98 or 99 game. Usually it's enough to call for a whistle. With all the broken glass all over the ice and in the stands. But I guess not. I guess the ice crew just kind of works through it. Ooh. Wow, they're just
Number
spending all night in the box at this point.
Johnson. 2 minutes for
Surprised
cross-check.
Polinski hasn't been back in there yet, I don't think.
17
After those first two.
of the third period.
Maybe he's just been taken off the ice. Oh, what the hell is this breakaway? I guess that's the name of the game, you know what I'm saying? Still. Just that was like gift wrapped.
There is 1 minute remaining in the third period.
Yeah, still got Claude Lemieux on this team too. Big tough bastard. That's icing. Oh, no, I guess not. It's weird. One of those things that you really do notice now, when it's not in a game of this level, like a full 3D style game, is the commentary. There's just I don't expect it to be in the Wayne Gretzky games because they're arcade games. But it's very, very noticeable to play like a simulation and have nothing for no commentary. Even if it's like a really, really low number of wow, I had a 5-on-3
For spearing. 5 minutes.
coming up. It's the end of the game. And I just absolutely smoked them. It's weird though. It feels very empty with no commentary. Not even just like a couple lines. Yeah. All right. So that's one game in the books. 24 plus the playoffs to go. So that'd be, I assume, 28 games in total. Yeah, I mean, I can say right off the bat it's not as good as NHL 99. I didn't expect it to be. But it's definitely a serviceable, playable hockey game, and I'm gonna keep getting used to it and keep not fine-tuning it because it's not a very fine-tuned style of adjustment, but get more used to the game and make it seem as good as it can get. Get it as good as it can get. So that's it. I can play this probably all night if I want to, but yeah, it's more hockey, and that means good times. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.